Hello, Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and today I've got Negative Infinity with me again. And welcome to the show, Mr. Negative.
Hey, how's it going?
So, boy, it sounds like you're stuck in the middle of a fan or something there.
Am I? Well, maybe that's because of my GPU fan. And I'm overclocking right now, so let me see if I can turn it down.
Yeah, so we spoke the other day, and you, now for those who don't know who you are someone who is currently attacking War Z, and has been firing off DDoS attacks at them, shutting down different services. And so since our last interview a couple of days ago, what exactly have you been up to?
Well, I've been focusing basically on their sales server, so you can't actually buy the game right now. Their buy page has been down for over 24 hours now, and right now the forums are down, up and down. They've been up and down for most of the day. I can't get on the forums right now. And the main website is also going up and down. I also can't log into the game either. So basically everything's being attacked. They've been moving servers around quite a bit. Earlier today, this morning actually, they had taken the sales server off of the protection of Cloudflare for unknown reasons, and then I proceeded to fry that server. And then they thought, well, we better put it back on our Cloudflare, which they have done now, but they haven't been able to get the server back up. So basically everything is being hammered right now really hard at over 15 gigabits a second.
Mm-hmm. And 15 gigabits is a lot. I remember that one of my sites got DDoS attacked one time, and it was at like 7 to 9 megabit or gigabit, and my host reported to me that was probably the biggest attack they had seen at the time. And that was a few years ago, though.
Yeah.
I guess I am struggling with this because, sure, I know that you stated before that you were trying to punish Sergey, and that you wanted him to fix all of this stuff and everything in the game, and that it was your way of directing influence over them to get these things done. But how do you feel about the players? What's happening to the players right now?
I sympathize with them, because actually I logged in. I was actually able to get in the game this morning once and play a little bit. And I do want to play this game. And I could at any moment as soon as I stop the attack, but I'm not going to because, there's a bigger. This is collateral damage. I mean, it's unfortunate that you guys can't play the game right now, or you sometimes can't. But Sergey needs to be punished, and I have a personal issue with Sergey, and it has nothing to do with the players of the game, and unfortunately, they are being affected by it. But also, it is Sergey who has brought me to do this. If he had actually developed this game like he said he would, none of this would be going on. He wouldn't have the worst score on Metacritic of any game in history on the PC market, and he would have none of these problems. So he only has himself to blame for this.
And what gives you the right or the power to act on our behalf, the player's behalf?
Nobody. I'm acting first and foremost on my behalf. Nothing gives me the right to shut their services down. However, that's why it's illegal. But so to answer your question, nothing gives me the right. but I'm still going to do this irregardless because there are a lot of people actually supporting me. Unfortunately, you guys don't see that on the forums because they'll get banned. But I get a lot of Skype messages from people supporting me in doing this. So it's not everybody that disagrees with me in what I'm doing here.
So how long do you... what's your timeline on this? I mean, when do I get to play the game again?
Marcus, I can't answer that question. I mean, right now, I'm in this for the long haul. I mean, I have no plans on stopping anytime soon. Sorry.
So, do you consider yourself to be a criminal?
Yep, I do.
In real life, do you have a criminal record?
No, I do not.
And what?
I'm a cyber criminal. Cyber criminal first and foremost. I mean, you can conflate that with being a criminal, but I prefer the term cyber criminal.
Well, I guess it's cyber criminal or bank robber. In real life criminal. They're both criminals.
Yeah.
I guess that while, I know that you mentioned before what the dollar impact has to be for the FBI to get involved. And so what, when you approach that mark, what do you do? Do you stop? Do you keep going? Or do you worry about that?
I don't worry about it. And the reason because the government has really fuzzy math. I mean, 2 plus 2 doesn't always equal 4 with the government. It equals whatever they say it is. And what I mean by that is in cybercrime cases, they come up with dollar amounts of damage that are impossible to come up with. They come up with numbers out of thin air. So, I could have maybe already hit that threshold. Maybe Sergey's punitive damages in, say, California are $250,000 right now. Let's be real. The government, I don't trust their math, and they might be. I would suspect that they already have contacted the FBI and are investigating this. I have no doubts that they are, and that really doesn't concern me. So.
Don't you, though? Okay, so tell me if you agree with this statement that criminals want to be caught.
It depends upon what you're doing. Bank robber does not want to be caught. He wants to keep robbing banks to get as much money as possible.
But I think eventually, why do you at all even agree to do this interview with me? Because doesn't it give more information to the authorities just by us talking that on maybe how to find you or whatnot?
Well, no, they're not going to be able to find me simply from doing this interview. And as far as the other stuff, I mean, I don't want to get into the legal technicalities here or talk about what they could or couldn't prove based upon my statements.
So you've said that you don't really know when you're gonna stop this or whatnot, and so, and I know that you kind of said that, okay, so Sergey needs to do these things that he said he was going to do in order to make it stop, but with the timelines that it takes to do those things, are you going to keep things down until they get those things done? I just don't understand what your stopping point is.
Okay, well, my stopping point is, and I Skyped you this, I don't know if you read this message. If Sergey actually comes on the forums and provides proof that he is developing these features, which he claimed would be out in December, I believe, I can't look at the forum right now because it's down for me, but I believe, correct me, he said there would be a hydroponic system, he said there may be stronghold maps, personal storage lockers, etc., etc. If he can provide proof, screenshots, that he's actually got these features developed or partially developed, anything to prove that he's actually developing this game, I will stop. So far, he's not provided a single screenshot of any of the new features he claims are going to be put in this game, or that actually should have already been in the game, which he has failed to mention or give any explanation as to why they aren't. He just went on Christmas and left us a couple Christmas trees with some chem lights under them and said, we're taking a vacation. That's not good enough for us, and it's not good enough that's not good enough for the community. We want proof that you're developing this game, period. And he hasn't provided a shred of proof that he has done anything to develop this game, besides a couple bug fixes, which should have been fixed 5 months ago.
How do you feel about all the hacking that's going on in the game?
Oh, I hate it. I don't hack anymore. I'm not going to hack anymore. When I am actually able to play the game, I won't be. I'm thinking about doing a day of the week where I put down all the cheat login servers, so we can have a totally cheat-free day. Once this is done, the denial of service attacks on the launcher and the game itself.
Let me just ask that. Why not attack something that negatively impacts people so much more greatly than something else? There was several people, and I don't want to give you any ideas of who to attack, because that's not at all what I want to do. I want you to attack no one. But the comments in the video was all kinds of ideas of who should really be attacked that actually, to me sounded much better. Now, I can't condone attacking anyone, but it sounds like you just stated a much more worthy target. I
mean, I am going to start attacking the cheat servers, the cheat websites, after this is over with. I believe I'm not going to say the date, but I will have a specific day of the week called, it's going to be a cheat-free day. I think it's going to be a Tuesday. Every Tuesday of the week it's going to be cheat-free Tuesday, where I put down all the login servers for the cheat programs out there, because they're all based on a launcher. So the hack is loaded into memory, so you don't actually have a copy of the hack, so you can't share it with people. And I'm going to do that. But right now, my priority is Sergey and hurting him, because he is a bad guy. He's stolen your money. He has fraudulently stolen your money.
Well, let me just state at this point right now that you are enabling him to steal our money by putting the service down, because we are denied the ability to play the game.
You've already paid the game, so he's already stolen your money. So whether or not he can play is irrelevant. He's already stolen it, in my opinion.
Well,
and now he's getting more. He's losing more money.
I look at it as part of the value that I expected to receive whenever I purchased the game, and being the game is unplayable, it lessens the value of that. I know it goes over time and everything. But the longer the service is down, the less my purchase with him is worth. And so...
Yeah, but, I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, he's losing money, thousands of dollars every day that his services are down. And again, that's my stated goal. All those people he robbed from Steam, he stole their money. He knew he was stealing their money when he put up that ad. It's fraud. It's complete fraud. And I'm just trying to make his pocketbooks thinner. And it's unfortunate that one of the ways to do it is to put down his services, and that also affects the gaming community at large. But, I feel bad about that. But, I ask people to look at the brighter picture here. Can you not go without a game for a week? Maybe Sergey will come back in a week and say, yeah, maybe he'll have a change of heart. I mean, if you can't go a week without playing War Z, then I feel bad for you, to be honest with you.
Yes, well, actually, with all of the hacks and with the service outages, I haven't played in almost 2 weeks now. We tried one day and had so many server problems, getting booted all the time, and then we all got wiped out by hackers, and we left. So.
Oh, and speaking of the hackers, I did want to bring up the fact that the attack on starting yesterday, which we talked about in the proof video, was supposed to happen on Saturday. And I told you before, and I was having some technical issues, and it wasn't going to go off like I wanted to. And it's in full effect now, starting Sunday. Or is it supposed to go off on Sunday? I'm getting my dates confused.
Well, it was Saturday that you were going to put it down, and today is Monday.
Right. So it went into effect a day late. And as I stated in a forum post, it keeps going bad to worse. Not only have they put in Fair Fight, which has banned a lot of hackers, they've also banned a lot of people who weren't hacking, and those people are never going to get their accounts back.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't feel bad about what I'm doing here, because again, he's stealing more people's money, even while the services are going down, by banning all these innocent players, and they're going to be forced to buy new accounts. And some of them already have, and a lot of them just get banned right again, and they're losing more money. He's stealing more money by banning these accounts, just so they're forced to buy a new account. So, I really don't feel bad about this. The guy is bad. His business policies are bad, and he's stealing from you. I'm not stealing money from you. You've already paid for the game.
Okay. Well, I guess the only other thing that I have to say here is that even though you and I have a difference of opinion on how this should be handled, I would really like to encourage you to stop. And that's on behalf of the players, including myself being one of the players, regardless of whether or not we agree with how Sergey handles business things. I think that there's an enormous amount of room there for improvement. But this just feels like it's adding salt to the wound, and not allowing it to heal. So that is just my take on it. So any final thoughts?
Yep. Send fan hate mail, questions, or comments to warzDDOS@hush.com if you have anything to say to me. And that's my final thought.
Okay. Well, Mr. Negative Infinity, thank you very much for your time, and have a good day.
Okay.
Okay. Take care. Well, now that you've made it this far, can I interest you in a few more videos? In the upper left, I get questions from people who are really exploring about who they are, what they should do, and the other people around them. And in that video, I really try and explain how you can just be yourself. Don't worry about the BS that other people give you. Just be you and continue forward. In the upper right, you see all that lightning going off? Woohoo! I am a big fan of hazardous weather, and I filmed this while in Mississippi and set the lightning show to music, hard rock music. So check it out if you want some just creative stuff that I've done. At the bottom left is the mailbag. It's a brand new series that I've just started, and it's where I am reading the mail one by one that comes into my YouTube account. I'm not skipping anything, and I'm not leaving anything out, and just saying it as it is and what comes to my mind. And when we hit one that's really good, the video continues through that one, and we talk about that subject, and then that segment is over. So I've come across quite a few good things from that, and it's been very well received. You should check it out if you want to see what other viewers are saying. And in fact, if you want to send me anything, you can. It will get read. So, and then in the lower right, sometimes we have to deal with really shitty people. And, I explain some of my experiences. I was a bus driver. I got assaulted several times on the bus. I owned a computer store and had abusive customers. And in fact, just the other day, I fired a customer because he was an asshole. So, don't put up with that stuff. Just, be, make sure that people are respectful of you and have compassion for those other people. So, anyway, enjoy the music on the way out. Make your selection. I'm Marky Dragon. Take care.